Hey everyone, I'm back with another non-alcoholic beer video, this time featuring Pilsners. Summer's on the horizon, and what's better than a nice, crisp, refreshing Pilsner? I have 6 different Pilsners to try today, so I'm excited to get into them. But before we dive in, I want to thank today's sponsor, Original Grain, which is running $100 off site-wide for Father's Day right now. And if you go to originalgrain.com/pearl and use code PEARL, you can stack an additional 10% off that discount for the lowest price ever. Original Grain has been making watches for the past 11 years from reclaimed sustainable materials, like whiskey barrels, beer barrels, and Taylor guitars. Original Grain has just partnered with Jack Daniel's to launch a whole new line of watches with all of the things that make Jack Jack, including their whiskey barrels and charcoal filters. What I love about Original Grain is that they're big believers in sustainability, and they don't just believe it, they actually take action. For every watch they sell, they plant a tree. And over the past 11 years, they've planted over 500,000 trees, and they've removed over 250,000 plastic bottles from the ocean. These watches are so beautiful and make excellent Father's Day gifts. I got this one for my husband, but I think I'm gonna keep it for myself. I'll have to get him another one. Now don't forget guys, they're running up to $100 off site-wide for Father's Day. Use code PEARL at originalgrain.com/pearl to get an additional 10% off for the lowest price ever. Thanks Original Grain for sponsoring today's video. First up is the Untitled Art Italian Pils. Wow, that's really good. You guys know I've pretty much loved every single thing that I've tried from Untitled Art, so no surprise here. This one is also very delicious. Definitely very crisp, really floral. It has that bitter finish that I feel like is very consistent with Italian Pilsners. It's a beautiful golden color, a little hazy. Delightful, very crushable. Would love that on a hot summer's day. I think the only negative thing that I would have to say about this is I would like a little bit more carbonation. But overall, it's pretty solid. Next up is another Italian Pilsner, Peroni. You guys have been talking about this in the comments of my last videos, and I knew that I just had to try it, and let's see how it is. You guys were not lying. This is phenomenal. It is super crisp, super refreshing. It still has that bitter finish, but compared to the Untitled Art, it's definitely a lot more subtle. It's got nice malty sweetness to it, and it's a paler yellow than the Untitled Art as well, and much clearer. It is super crisp. So freaking good. Thank you guys for the recommendation. I am definitely going to be picking up a 6-pack of this Peroni. Next up is Rescue Club's German style Pils. Oh, it smells very fruity, very tropical. It's very different from the other two that I tried. Not as crisp, falling a little flat for me, to be honest. I do love the nose though. It smells so like fruity and delicious. Yeah, this one's a pass for me. I want it to be really crisp and really fresh, and I'm just not getting that from this. It feels like a little flat. It feels a little one note. It's a little sweeter. It doesn't have the bitterness that I'm after. Pilsners are a style of lager, but they're meant to be very crisp and to be a little bit more hop forward, a little bit more bitter. And on this, I'm not getting it. So, not for me. Not for this category, at least. Next up is the Brooklyn Special Effects Pils. Color is beautiful and golden. It's very clear. Ooh, it smells very floral. Yes. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be. I low-key kind of love everything that Brooklyn does. Brooklyn Lager is one of my go-tos on tap when I'm drinking alcoholic beer. And their Pils does not disappoint. It's really good. It's probably a little bit less crisp than the Peroni, but it has that delicious maltiness to it. It's got some bitterness on the finish, which I really love. It really feels like you're drinking a beer, like a real beer. Yeah, that is delightful. Big fan. This is the one to beat, I think. Next on the list is Go Brewing Suspended in a Sunbeam Pils. I just love this can, it's so pretty. Color looks beautiful, nice golden. Smells delicious. Yeah, I'm getting some tropical fruit on the nose, very floral. Ooh, this is really nice. It is for sure lighter than the Brooklyn. I'm wondering if I should have tried the Brooklyn last because I feel like it's the heaviest of all of the ones that I've tried so far. This is good, it's very refreshing, but tasting it after the Brooklyn, it does feel like it's a little like watered down, but I could see if this was the first one that I tasted that I would have really, really liked it. It's very delicate compared to a few of the others that I've tried. Actually, probably the most delicate. I like it, but it's not my favorite one. So our last one in this category is the Industrial Arts Safety Glasses Pils. Oh, it's actually really tasty. I did not expect to like it, given that it looked super pale, but wow, it's really good. It's definitely on the lighter side, less bitter finish, but very like easy drinking. I could totally see like going to a barbecue or going to a baseball game or something and drinking a few of these in the hot sun and feeling very refreshed. I'm getting a little bit of lemon in this. It's a little malty, a little bit of lemon, a little floral. It's really nice. I really like it a lot. But is it my favorite? All right, so we tried 6 different Pilsners today. And now it's time for me to choose my favorite one. Ooh, they're all kind of very different. I know that there's like different style of Pilsners. There's the Italian, there's the German, there's the original Czech. So they can vary quite a bit. But which one did I like the best? I was definitely surprised by the Industrial Arts. By the looks of it, I thought it was gonna be like super watery and pale, similar to the Go Brewing one, but it surprised me. Was it my favorite? I don't think it was my favorite. It's between the Peroni and the Brooklyn, although I don't know, I need to try this one again. Yeah, that's really good. Ooh, I'm getting like a little bit more tropical notes from the Untitled art. I think my favorite is the Peroni. Sticking with it, the Peroni's my favorite. It's really, really good. Very clean, very crisp. Just the perfect amount of bitterness on the finish. Can't go wrong with the Peroni. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Bye.